Okay, so I'm going to run through setting up new IPs on Robomail. What you're going to do is, let me show you here. We got a message from Crypt saying that these IPs were added to the server. Normally this would be a new server, but we are doing something a little differently this time. It might make things easier because it's the same computer, the different IP group. You'll see that later. This is where it's telling us that it's there. We then got this email from Crypt saying we've got these IPs. So I went to the Google Docs, and if you look, I kind of jumped ahead. All I did was copy these two rows and pasted them here. If it was a different server, you'd have a different tunnel IP root password. So what you see here is we have these IPs. So then what I did was I picked a domain for each IP, sort of cutting a corner by using one domain name for these two IPs. So I come over to this other Google Doc and I randomly picked domain names, and so I had picked these. These are all the ones that I picked. All I did was copy the domain over. Sorry, I didn't think about starting this before then. But basically, I'm just going to fill in. These are all used. Alright, so all I did was literally I did like copy, come back over here, make sure town caller. So hit paste, and then if you see my pattern, I put the word mail, the last IP octet, come over here, and then put it in here, mail dot. What this is going to give us is reverse DNS, so we're going to take this, copy this, come over here. Let's see, I think there should be, here's an existing ticket. So you can see what I did. All I did was please set a reverse DNS, and I copied and pasted what I had there. So we're going to do the same thing. General, I know it's this one because this IP, that's our Robomail one. The other one is a Windows server. Root, and then that is here. That allows them to log in easy. Excuse me. Come over here. Once again, basically you need IP to DNS name. Punch that in there. Submit the ticket. And this is just giving us brief synopsis. Just to look at existing ones from when I asked for reverse. Right. So on the 5th, I requested it, and then not sure why else, but that one took a week. Usually it should be done within a couple hours. We'll see what happens. Do I have any other ones? No. So now we actually need to get these into Robomail. So this is our IP. It's actually already logged in. Not sure if I can log out just to show you what it looks like, but Robomail. Same URL is up here. All of these are up, which is good. We're going to do configure show computers. This is the part that's different, but I'm going to run through it with you anyways. This is crypt. If you notice, that's the same IP. If we hit edit, you can see there's the IP, it's type tunnel, root password, which I have from that, and there's the port. There's only one thing that's funny: when you go to add one, slightly a little bit different. So if you go new computer, the only thing that's funny is, where is, make sure this is tunnel, put in the IP, you leave these two blank, root password, online. What I'm looking for is, oh, when you install a new computer is what I'm looking for. Let's come back to this. This one with crypt is already installed. It's already here. We just added IPs to it. But imagine if there was a new server. You would then set up that screen, you go to install, which I'm not going to actually hit the button. I might have screwed it up. Let's do config. If you notice, we have this and this and this, and those are all that same IP. So you have to go back and set that. And I hope I didn't fuck it up. Just gonna do a ping test. Yeah. Still pinging. If you want, you can do looking for, you can do get IPs just to confirm that those IPs are actually on that box. If you look, they're there. So I'm going to come back. Sorry, I'm going to go too fast. The IPs are actually on the box. Sometimes they give you the IPs and they don't add them to the box. This is just reality check. They are on the box. So the server's already set up. We don't need to make a crypt 2 in the computers, but we do need to make a new IP group. So let's take a look at the existing crypt. So what you'll see is IP domain looks a lot like what I copied and pasted, right? Tunnel on, tunnel IP. The only thing we're going to need is this tunnel IP, and we're going to give it a new name. So add, this is going to be crypt 2 tunnel on IP. Now here is where I need to take this, copy, paste, add group. So it's a little tricky. We have 2 groups on one server. Not a bad idea. It's easier to maintain. So now we've got those 2 set up. Now what we're going to do is start mailing. We're just going to send out a test. Oops. Credit 2. I just happen to have a Jimmy test. We have one called an HTML template. Got to be careful because here is where we're going to set it to use that tunnel pathway. Hit start. Just ignore this screen. Come back to campaign, show campaigns. If you look, it's here, which is a good sign. It doesn't look like it's doing much. This is the one where you always have to right click, open a new tab, or you lose the window. I'm going to clean up a little bit here. While we're kind of waiting for that, we got a 250, which is good, right? 250 means it's sent. I know I'm going all the way back to the beginning, but this is just a good thing to check. So let's go to IP groups. Or, actually, let's go here. Let's take one of these IPs that they gave us, and I like going to MX Toolbox and click on Blacklists, put in the IP address, and just to make sure, because every once in a while they give you IPs that are already blacklisted. They've already been tarred up. Let me take another one, just as a reality check. Alright, so we have this, I'm going to put this, lookup. So we're doing this. Interesting. That must mean... oh, they're just showing us the existing pointer address. So now, there was one other piece we're missing, because it looks good, but the problem is that these name servers are not set up, and then these have to be set to this name server, these two name servers. So now we got to go into the account. This will allow all of the backlinking and all the other fun stuff to work. Let's see if I got the right account. I think I grabbed the wrong one. So let's sign out. I'm going to do this cool program, Roboform. That's what I used right there. Okay, so here we are. So we're in here. So what we need to do is look down here. There should be something that says name server. Sure what happened. Name server. Oh, CD fresher. Okay, somebody's trying to get me on the phone. So ignore that for a minute. What I am looking for is, let's try this. Here it is. Manage name servers. So now we've got... So now we've noticed that somebody already used the domain. Fuck. Usually we try to do new ones. Let's take a look. Okay. I want this. Looks okay. We're just going to go ahead and use it the way that I have it. So let's do this. We need to delete CD fresher. Anything fresher. Let's delete those two out. So now we're going to create new. And what we need is this one. You can copy it from here if you want. IP address here. Save. Create new. Be the next one. And this will be NS2. Follows a pattern. Save. Right, so now we have NS1. And then here, just reality check, NS2, got the new IP. So now we go back to here, 3 domains. What we need to do now is the name server DNS. We're going to try and do them all at one time. Sorry about that. My annoying boss called me. Ha! I hope you're listening to this. Okay, so we were doing... Now we gotta set on this sheet, just to come back. These are your two name servers, right? This one and this one, which we set. That is what, in terms of the internet, allows when somebody types in a domain name, tells it which name servers to go look at. So it's going to go look at these two, which just happens to be on that box because we gave it the IP addresses in that last screen. That's where these come in. So this says, okay, if I type in cityfresher.com, who is the name server to go look? It asks moniker. Moniker just happens to put these in the root servers. It says go here to go find the record. So now we have to tell each domain to go and look at that. So I'm going to try this. We got CityFresher. I'm going to try and do them. I think you can do them almost all at one time. Common local. So we do common local. And we do last newer. You can see this is, you can write it down, whatever. I'm just doing it one by one. Local month. Local month. Oops. Town caller. May not be in order. Town caller. Stance local. Not sure why we have two stance locals. Stance local. We're gonna run with it because it's already there. It's already done. We got city newer. City newer. The order does not matter. We put local. Locals app. The Locaster. Right? And we got one more. Fast localer. We're gonna try and name server DNS over here. Let's see. There's batch mode. Custom. Right? Boop. Boop. Hit save. I don't think it went. Whatever. We'll do them one by one. Fuck it. Okay, that's there. Common local. It's there. So maybe it did it. We're just more patient. I'm just gonna go down each one. Alright. City Fresher. Get the idea. Back. Right. Okay. I think we're okay. Alright. So that's the last of it. That is how we set up Robomail.